I'm thrilled to introduce our new guest, Manjot from class 10th. Manjot is a budding author who has an inspiring story to share. Manjot started his journey as a reader, and his love for books eventually led him to become a writer. He's here to talk about how he discovered his passion for reading and how it transformed into passion for writing. His experiences are a great example of how starting with reading can lead to imagining things. Whether you are looking to write your own story someday or just want to find that spark in reading, Manjot's journey is sure to motivate and inspire you. Let's give a warm welcome to Manjot as he shares his experiences and insights on how becoming a reader shaped his path as a writer. I'm sure his story will inspire you to start reading and maybe even discover your own creative spark. Let's take it away and let's welcome Manjot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this online event. I am thrilled to share with you my journey as an author, and I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with you all remotely. So, I have written 4 books, and I'm often asked, what inspired me to start writing? So, the truth is, I have always been passionate about sharing my ideas, experiences, and perspective with others. I believe that writing has the power to connect us, to educate us, and to inspire us. For me, writing is not just about putting words on paper, it's about making a difference in the lives of others. I have written about topics that I care deeply about, and I have poured my heart and soul into each and every page. So, I have written 4 books, and I am going to give the introduction about my first book. So, my first book is about my visit to Himachal Pradesh, and the title of the book is Himachal An Agreeable Journey. As the title itself suggests that my visit to Himachal Pradesh was very pleasant, adventurous, and exciting. So we all know Himachal Pradesh is filled with mountains, and an exciting fact about Himachal Pradesh is there is a Sach Pass, and it is the half of height of Mount Everest. So it is so much of height. So this book is about my visit to Himachal Pradesh, a mountain-filled state in India, and various adventures and surprises we face throughout our journey. Whether it is climbing the heavenly mountains, or you can imagine that you are sitting in between the snow and enjoying a hot cup of tea. So, how amazing would be that between extreme coldness? So, this is about my first book about visit to Himachal Pradesh. Now, second book is Garden of Tales. Now, Garden of Tales contains stories on many themes, ranging from horror to adventure and mystery. So, when we were climbing the mountains, suddenly the rain started and the hailstones also started. So, this book contains about the adventure of climbing the mountain and tolerating that hailstones. Now, there is a sudden shift of theme. My second story in the book contains drinking the fresh milk in the village. Like you can clearly see the difference between city milk and village milk. Village milk is more pure, and you can imagine sitting in the nature, that clean air, and drinking the fresh milk in the village. How exciting and how pleasant is that? The horror dreams, which are hard to describe. Sometimes when we sleep, we get very horror dreams and we think about it all day. We tell about that to our parents, about to our friends. So they are hard to describe. The Uncatchable Thief. So this is again a fiction story in the book, and many more. And how the page travels. We all write in a notebook, we all do our fair work. But do we keep that copies after we finish that class? We discard it. So, what happens to that copy and how that page travels? This book is about that. And the gift of Christmas. We all get a good gift, a pleasant gift from our parents. So, this story describes a gift which I got on Christmas. the lost mobile which was found in the pocket. We often this happens more often, that we keep something in the pocket and we forget. We search the whole home and then we get in the pocket ultimately. And the feeling of nervousness. Whenever we sit in the examination, we feel very nervous. See what we can write, what question paper will come. So this story is about my feeling of nervousness. Now I will move on to my third book, that is Beyond This World. So Beyond This World is about a mysterious place. Beyond This World is a suspense story based on a children traveling from school bus heading towards the picnic spot. We all go once a picnic in the whole year. In one class we go picnic once. So while they were going to the picnic spot, their bus breaks down, their bus stops, and they all land in a mysterious site. Now they are young children, they love mystery, and they enter a mysterious building present there. And now they are trapped in the puzzling magic inside it. So now they are trapped in the puzzling magic inside it, but they have to escape also, na? So now they have to cross various levels, various adventures to cross the unknown building. So this book contains about the story and the adventures which the children had to face to cross that building. Now my fourth book is 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. as a title subject, 1 a.m. about a thief that did robbery at 1 a.m. Why did he do robbery at 1 a.m.? Might be some reason behind it, na? So what is the reason between doing robbery at 1 a.m.? So 1 a.m. is a suspense story based on a thief who uses the old belief of a ghost to steal precious things and scare people. Now people start to think that a spirit lives in their place and is responsible for all unpleasant actions happening there. So this mystery needs to break, na? So how we will break the mystery? So our special team is assigned to crack this old mystery and old belief and bring the truth to people. So this was about my four books. So throughout my writing journey, I have learned so much about myself and about the world around me. I have learned that writing is not just about expressing myself, but also about listening to others and about being open to new ideas and perspective. The books I have written not only contain about my ideas. I have talked to various people and I have incorporated all the ideas in my book and I've tried my level best to make each and every page very interesting. So if you read my books, I hope that they would inspire you, educate you, or entertain you in some way. And now I would like to make the session more interactive. So I want to ask you from all now. So don't you all think that writing is a vent for our suppressed emotions? Regular reading and writing helps oneself to be more balanced in the approach towards thinking. Don't you think it is a good way of balancing our attention to our curriculum? Anyone would like to answer?
Excuse me, what was the question once again? I like to answer this.
Writing is a vent for our suppressed emotions. Regular reading
Okay,
and
like I
writing.
get it. So my thing was that actually this may sound as a coincidence, but I am also working on a novel and I can't decide on a name yet, which is about a therapist who is exploring her life. She's already bored with it, and excuse me, okay, my voice is again, and how she figures her like this is about. I will like to make it very wholesome, so that's why I can't exactly relate to it because I've just begun with a few pages, but I can get it that a writer, like being a writer, expresses your expresses your suppressed emotions as you as in a basic manner. Your imagination is being put into those words, into those pages, and that's what the readers like to know. And I believe that sometimes writers write something which is their own belief, and which is their own belief, their own emotions, their own perspective on the world, and which is like how they view things. Like there are different people, in every way we see that some people, like I just take a common example of God. see, we all believe of different religions. We all, some people don't even believe in that. So every human has their own perspective. I believe, like, as you being a writer, you can tell your emotions and convey your emotions in a way that will like that will convey, that will get the reader to understand what you want, what is the meaning, what is the context of you writing that. So I believe that's how being a writer expresses your unsuppressed emotions. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Anybody else wants to add something? No. Okay.
Can
Then let
you
us con-
please tell the question once again?
Regular reading and writing helps oneself to be more balanced in the approach towards thinking. Don't you think it is a good way of balancing our attention on a curriculum?
Yeah, it is. It helps us to improve our reading skills and our thinking skills.
Okay, very nice. Anybody else wants to add something? No. Okay. Then continue. Then let us continue to the next question. In today's social media influenced lifestyle, the oldest form of art, that is writing, has somewhere taken a backstage. Can you suggest some ways to rejuvenate this art again?
Basically, I want to say some points towards this thing. We can add being a social media influencers and all those things. It's basically a good idea to get more thoughtful ideas towards how the world is working, and through that we can write more things and write more knowledgeable ideas, and we'll get to the context of new ideas or towards the country and a nation and what's going on towards our area and the nation we are living in. That's one way to find out. That's
Okay.
basically my opinions towards how can we can build this writing situation again, and through this we can be aware about how what is going on towards the whole nation or the whole world.
Okay. Very nice. Anybody else wants to add something? No. Okay. So
Sir,
now,
I want to say one thing, sir, that writing is the expression of your inner self. When we write, we liberate our heart. We spell out the wounds of our heart, and we spell out our emotions. And the clearance of our emotion regenerate us to think anew. A new ideas come in our way. Thank you.
okay, very nice. Anybody else want to add
Yes,
something?
we
Yes.
can also like a- at some places we can add book campaigns, library stalls, and all. So and like they can be one book exchange also. That one person can get the book and other can exchange the books and they can read other books so that they can gain interest to other genres.
Okay, that's a very nice idea. Anybody else wants to add something more?
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Okay, so can you suggest some good, interesting ideas on which I can further focus and do some creative writing by ways of writing more books? Anybody would like to suggest some good, interesting ideas on which I can further focus and do some creative writing by means of writing books?
Yes, sir, you can suggest fantasy and horror. I like the book 1 a.m. after knowing the summary. And you can also basically focus on horror stories also.
Okay.
I want to elaborate this point. I want to say that you should write basically on psychology, as today's world is not less than understanding people and their emotions.
Okay. Very
I
nice.
think,
That you
you
should
can
concern on making sequels,
Okay.
story with suspense, and at the end,
So
friends with
sorry, I wasn't quite. I can't listen to you.
You can also write a topic on some morals so that the young readers can get encouraged.
Okay.
Same
Sir,
here.
I would like to add a point.
If I get a chance, I want you or other people to write some moral education, as today's world need a lot of moral education to and make prevail on earth, which CMS motive is to, and especially maintain a peaceful and unity among the area we are living in.
Okay. Very nice. Anybody else wants
you
to
can
add
also
something?
write about, yes sir, you can also write about your experiences while you were a student in your school, and what all, like a storytelling way of your school experiences, sir.
Okay. Very nice. Anybody else wants to add something?
You
So
can
you
write.
can write a book on like that. What is the life of a student in this life in the school? Like what it happens when the student studies for board. That makes the children to means that
Okay, I understood your point. Anybody else also wants to add something?
Thank you so much, Manjot, for sharing us your insights with it and inspiring the students to write more and more.